Rain hammers the windshield, 1,000 needles of sound. My wipers can barely keep up. Then, out of nowhere, a shape. A flash of pale skin. I slam the brakes. Tires scream. The car skids sideways and stops inches from her body. She's lying face down on the asphalt, her hair plastered to her cheeks. Blood mixes with rain, running toward the gutter. My heart is a drum in my throat. Hey, can you hear me? I kneel beside her, my jeans soaking through. She stirs, her fingers twitch, reaching blindly. When I grab her hand, she clings to it like I'm the last thing keeping her alive. Don't move. You've been in an accident. I'm calling an ambulance. Her voice is barely there. Please, don't tell anyone. What? Her eyes open, gray, sharp even through the pain. Please. No police. You're hurt. I said no police. The sirens come anyway, distant but closing fast. I stay beside her until the flashing lights blur through the rain. She squeezes my hand once before the paramedics lift her onto a stretcher. She doesn't let go until they force her fingers apart. Hours later, the hospital smells like disinfectant and cold coffee. My clothes are still damp. A uniformed officer leans on the counter, staring at me. Name? He asks. Noah Graves. You found the victim? I didn't find her. She was in the road. I stopped the car. That's all. He writes something on his pad. You didn't hit her? I told you. She was already there. Then why'd she ask for you? I look up. What? She woke up a few minutes ago. Asked for you by name. My pulse jumps. That's impossible. I don't even know who she is. He motions toward the hallway. Room 302. Maybe she'll explain. The hallway hums with machines and soft voices. I stop outside the door. Through the glass, I see her sitting up, pale against the sheets. Her eyes find me instantly. Come in, Noah. Her voice is calm now. To calm, I step inside. The officer said, You asked for me. I did. We've never met. She studies me like she's trying to solve a puzzle. You really don't remember me, do you? I'm sorry. Should one? She looks away, fingers tracing the bandage on her arm. You saved me tonight. I should thank you. You don't have to. Her gaze snaps back. But you did this to me. What? She leans forward, eyes cold and alive all at once. You ruined my life. The monitor beside her beeps faster. My stomach tightens. What are you talking about? She smiles faintly. You'll remember soon enough. The door opens behind me. The officer steps in. Everything all right here? She doesn't look away from me. No, not yet. Her voice is soft but final. And for the first time that night, I wish I had kept driving. Asterisk her words won't stop replaying in my head. You've ruined my life. The next morning, the hospital smells like bleach and rain. I stand in the hallway, staring at her door. 2 officers are inside, trying to question her. I hear the scrape of a chair, then her voice. I'm not talking until he comes in. The officer looks out and points at me. She means you. I nod slowly. Inside, Mara sits up, pale but alert. Her hair falls around her face like she hasn't slept. She looks right at me. Tell them what you did. My throat tightens. What I did? You were there. Before the crash, I saw you standing in the road. It's impossible. I was miles away. She laughs, dry and bitter. You think I don't know your face? Officer Landon Pike crosses his arms. His stare could cut glass. Mr. Graves, she claims she swerved because she saw you. Any idea why? No, none. Mara tilts her head. You always said you'd disappear if I ever found you again. What are you talking about? We've never met. Landon's eyes flick between us. You too sure about that? I exhale sharply. Look, I stopped to help a stranger. That's all. He writes something in his notebook, slow and deliberate. You've had no prior contact? None, Mara whispers. Liar. I turn to her. Why are you doing this? Because you already did it to me. Her voice shakes. but the hatred in her eyes feels practiced, as if she's been waiting years to say it. Landon clears his throat. We'll finish this later. Miss Vexley, you're not cleared for discharge. Mr. Graves, don't leave town. When they leave, the room falls silent, except for the monitor's steady beeping. Mara stares out the window, the rain streaking down the glass. You really don't remember me? No. Should I? She nods faintly. We met at a photo shoot 3 years ago. You took everything from me after that? I shake my head. I'm a photographer, yes, but I've never met you. Not once. You told me you'd make me unforgettable. The words hit harder than they should. That doesn't sound like something I'd say. Her lips tremble, just for a moment. It was the last thing you said before you vanished. I stare at her, searching for truth in her face. But all I see is confusion and pain. I'll ask again, I say quietly. What really happened out there on the road? Her eyes flick up. I saw you standing there, Noah. Same jacket, same eyes. I swerved to avoid you. Then I hit the tree. And when I woke up, you were holding my hand. My skin crawls. I wasn't there. You're mistaken. Maybe, she says softly. Or maybe you just don't want to remember. By evening, she's being discharged. She walks toward me, leaning on the counter for balance. I don't have anyone to drive me home, she says. Please. Just this once. Every instinct tells me to say no, but something in her voice pulls me in. Fine, I'll take you. The drive is silent. Streetlights flash across her face, her expression unreadable. When we reach her apartment, she unlocks the door and steps inside. I follow. My eyes catch something on the shelf. A framed photo. It's her, smiling, and beside her, my arm around her shoulders. Her apartment smells like dust and vanilla candles. I stand in the doorway, still staring at the photo. My face is right there beside hers, smiling, natural, as if we'd known each other for years. I point at it. This is fake. Mara crosses her arms. You really think I'd stage a photo just to mess with you? I don't remember ever being here, or meeting you, or taking that picture. She walks past me, picks up the frame, and runs her thumb over the glass. Charity Gala. 3 years ago, you were the event photographer. I shot dozens of those. I met hundreds of people. Her voice hardens. You didn't just meet me. You stayed. Something twists in my stomach. Stayed. She sets the photo down. You followed me out to the terrace? Told me I didn't look like the others. That I looked ... real. I feel heat rising in my chest. That doesn't sound like me. She smiles faintly. You said it right before you kissed me. The air thickens. I take a step back. That never happened? Then why do you look terrified? Her words hit something I can't explain. A flash music. A terrace bathed in golden light. Then nothing. My head throbs. I don't remember any of this, I whisper. Mara studies me. Her eyes softer now. Maybe you don't want to. I'm not the man you think I am. Then who are you, Noah? I look around. Her apartment walls are bare, except for a few old-fashioned covers. In each, she's glowing alive. The headlines read, "The Face of Tomorrow." What happened to you? I ask. You happened, she says quietly. She walks toward the window, arms wrapped around herself. After that night, my photos leaked. Private ones. My sponsors dropped me. My father stopped calling. I lost everything. I take a step closer. You think I did that? Her voice cracks. The pictures were taken with your camera. You vanished the next day. What was I supposed to think? My chest tightens. Mara, listen. I don't know what happened back then, but I didn't hurt you. I couldn't. Her eyes flick to mine. For a second, I see something beneath the anger. A tremor. A memory she's fighting as hard as I am. She exhales. If you didn't do it, then who did? I shake my head. I don't know, but I can find out. Her jaw tightens. You already tried that once. Look where it got me. I want to help. Can't fix what you broke. The silence stretches. Rain starts tapping against the glass again, soft and rhythmic. I take another step toward her. If we were close before, then you must know I wouldn't walk away from you. She turns, her voice a whisper. You already did. I'm close enough now to feel the warmth of her breath. The anger in her eyes fades, replaced by something fragile. Her fingers brush mine. You promised me something that night, my voice catches. What did I promise? She leans in until her lips are near my ear. You promised you'd never forget me. Asterisk, I spend the night tearing through my old hard drives. The room smells like dust and burnt coffee. My laptop screen glows in the dark, files loading one by one. Then I see it. A folder named Vex. My stomach twists. I open it, hundreds of photos. Every single one of Mara. Different outfits, events, locations. Some in crowds, others close enough to feel her breath. Each file stamped with my watermark. My signature, I whisper to myself. How did I forget this? Her laugh echoes in my head from the hospital. You promised you'd never forget me. I scroll faster. There's one shot that freezes me. Mara standing under studio lights, smiling straight into my lens. The same eyes that looked at me last night, filled with blame. I shut the laptop and grab my jacket. I need answers. Her apartment door opens before I can knock twice. She looks surprised, but not scared. You shouldn't be here, she says. I found them. She blinks. Found what? The photos. All of them. A whole folder with your name on it. My signature's there. I took them, Mara. She stays quiet, her lips pressed together. I don't remember doing it, I say. Not a single one. She turns away, wrapping her arms around herself. Maybe you don't want to. A step closer. Tell me the truth. What happened between us? She exhales slowly. You were kind to me, when no one else was. I was just another face in the industry, but you saw me. You made me believe I could be more than a headline. Her voice trembles. You said I looked real? I don't remember saying that. She nods. I know. You disappeared right after the scandal. Hesitate. What scandal? Her shoulders tense. It doesn't matter anymore. It matters to me. She turns sharply, eyes wet. You wouldn't understand. Try me. Her hand slams the counter. You were the only one who believed in me, Noah, and then you left. They said you leaked my photos, but I didn't believe it. Until you didn't come back. I didn't leak anything. I don't even remember being part of that world. Memory doesn't change what people see. The tension breaks for a second. She leans against the wall, trembling. I lost everything, she whispers. My job, my name, my family. Everyone thought I was nothing but a scandal. I take a step forward. Then let me help fix it. Her eyes meet mine. You can't fix something that already died. She looks so fragile, I almost reach out to touch her hand. But she flinches before I can. Please, just go, Mara. Go, Noah. Her voice cracks on my name, and I finally turn away. Outside, the night air hits me like cold water. I walk down the empty street, trying to make sense of everything. My head feels heavy, full of static. As I reach my car, my phone buzzes. Unknown number. One message. Stay away from her, Noah. You don't remember what you did. The screen glows in my hand. I read it again. And again, because for the first time, I'm not sure if they're wrong. You're wasting your time, Noah. Evelyn Cross leans back in her chair, cigarette smoke curling toward the ceiling. We're in a dim cafe that smells like burnt sugar and cheap perfume. Her eyes are sharp. It's the kind that see through lies before you speak them. I just want to know what really happened, I say. She tilts her head. You really don't remember, do you? No. But I know I didn't destroy her career. Her laugh is soft and bitter. That's what you said the first time, too. I stare at her. The first time? She slides a folder across the table. Mara's downfall started here. A fashion shoot for Lumen magazine. You took the photos. Someone leaked the unedited files. The ones that weren't meant to see daylight. I open the folder. Inside are the same images I saw on my hard drive. Mara, vulnerable, beautiful, caught in between poses. Too personal. Too raw. I didn't release these, I whisper. Evelyn sips her coffee. Then, who used your name? That's what I'm trying to find out. She watches me, then says quietly, you were in love with her, weren't you? My jaw tightens. It doesn't matter now. Oh, it matters. Love like that never dies. It only gets rewritten. Close the folder. You think someone framed me? I know someone did, she says. But be careful who you dig up. Some ghosts don't like being remembered. I stand to leave. If you know more, tell me. She smiles faintly. You already know. You just buried it. When I reach Mara's apartment, the lights are off. She opens the door in silence, wearing one of my old hoodies from years ago. It fits her like a memory I shouldn't have kept. I spoke to Evelyn, I say. Her expression changes instantly. You went to her? She told me what happened. The leak. The photos. She looks away. You shouldn't have gone digging. Mara, those images weren't mine to share. I didn't leak them. Her voice rises. But everyone thought you did. It's because someone used my name. Then why didn't you defend me? The question cuts deep. I can't answer. You just disappeared, she says, eyes glistening. You left me to drown in the noise. You were supposed to protect me. Her voice breaks on that word. Protect. I step closer, but she backs away. The distance between us feels heavier than air. I never meant to hurt you, I say. She shakes her head. You already did. I pull a few old tabloids from my bag and place them on the table. Her picture is on every cover. The headlines scream the fallen angel, the scandal that ended a star. She stares at them for a long moment before her knees buckle. I catch her before she hits the floor. Her tears soak into my shirt. I didn't want you to see this, she whispers. I needed to. Then now you know what you destroyed. Her words echo like a verdict. I want to hold her tighter. But she slips from my arms and turns away. The knock comes sharp and sudden. When I open the door, Landon Pike stands there, rain dripping from his jacket. His hand rests on his holster. Noah Graves. I nod slowly. What's this about? He holds up a folded paper. You're under arrest for evidence tampering and obstruction in the Vexley case. Mara gasps behind me. I stare at him, pulse hammering. You can't be serious. It's asterisk, the cell smells like rust and sweat. The fluorescent light hums above me, a single note that grates against my thoughts. I can't sleep. Every word, every look from Mara, Evelyn, even Landon, keeps looping in my head. Someone wants me buried. When the guard bangs the bars, I sit up. Visitor, he says. I follow him down a narrow hall. The glass between us gleams under cold light. And there she is, Mara, her hair's damp, tied back in a loose knot. She looks tired, older somehow. But her eyes, they still have that pull. You shouldn't be here, I say. I had to see you, she whispers. I couldn't let it end like this. Like what? Me in a cell while you hide the truth? Her gaze drops. It wasn't supposed to go this far. The words hit like ice. What did you do, Mara? She shakes her head slowly. You don't understand. It started as a mistake. Then Evelyn got involved. Then you vanished and everything spiraled. Mara, what are you saying? Her fingers tremble as she presses a folded note against the glass. The guard's not watching. I take it quietly. What is this? I ask. Her voice cracks. Meet me where it started. Then she stands. Please, just trust me one more time. I rise too. You owe me answers. Her eyes glisten, and you'll get them tonight. Before I can say another word, she turns and walks away. The sound of her heels fades down the hall like the end of a dream. Night falls heavy and wet. The rain hasn't stopped since they released me. I pull my jacket tighter and follow the address burned into my memory, the old Lumen studio, where it all began. The building's been gutted, windows shattered, paint peeling in sheets. I step inside, and the air tastes of mold and dust. My flashlight beam cuts through the dark. Then I see her. Mara stands in the middle of the room, rain dripping from her hair. The same spot where I once photographed her, laughing under the stage lights. You came, she says softly. I had questions, I say, and I'm done chasing ghosts. She walks toward me, slow, deliberate. It was never supposed to destroy you. Then why did you lie? Her breath trembles. Because I was scared. Because they said it was your fault. Because I needed someone to hate more than I hated myself. Take a step closer. And now? Now, I don't know what's real anymore. I need the truth. She lifts her eyes to mine. And for the first time, I see it, not anger, not pain, but regret. I told everyone it was an accident, she says quietly. What accident? Her voice is barely a whisper. The fire. The one that ended everything. I stare at her. The pieces shifting, colliding in my head. She closes her eyes. Rain running down her face like tears. I lied about the accident, she says. The room goes still. I take a slow breath. What really happened, Mara? She opens her eyes, and for a heartbeat, I see everything she's been hiding. The fear, the guilt, the truth she's about to destroy me with. Rain hammers the roof, louder than my heartbeat. Mara stands inches away, soaked, trembling. Her mascara bleeds down her cheeks, her voice shaking with something between rage and grief. I didn't crash by accident, she says. The words freeze me. What? I did it on purpose. Her voice breaks. I needed you to see me again. The storm outside roars, but inside the studio, everything goes silent. You tried to kill yourself? I whisper, no. I tried to wake you up. She steps closer. You forgot me, Noah. You looked right through me like I never existed. You erased me. My hands curl into fists. You think nearly dying fixes that? Her eyes flash. You don't understand what it's like to love someone who pretends you never happened. I take a step back, my chest tight. Mara, I didn't pretend. I don't remember. Something happened to me. Maybe to both of us. But this, I gesture at the rain-soaked wreckage around us. This isn't love. She laughs, sharp and brittle. Then what is it? Because I feel it every time you look at me. Even now. I shake my head. You need help. Her jaw tightens. Don't pity me. I'm not. I'm scared for you. Her voice drops to a whisper. You promised you'd never leave. You said we'd fight for each other. Mara, I don't remember saying that. Tears mix with the rain. Then I'll make you remember. Before I can move, she grabs my collar and kisses me. Hard. Desperate. The taste of rain, salt, and something electric floods through me. I should pull away. I don't. For a heartbeat, the world narrows to her lips, her breath. Her shaking hands pressed against my chest. Then reality slams back. I step away, breath uneven. This isn't right. She stares at me, lips trembling. You kissed me back. I made a mistake. Her eyes go wild. No, you felt it. You always do. Shake my head. You need to stop. She looks past me suddenly, her face draining of color. What is it? I ask. Her voice drops to a whisper. He's watching us. I turn toward the darkness. Who? Her fingers dig into my arm. He found me again. A blinding flash slices through the rain. Click. The sound cuts through the storm like a blade. I spin around, scanning the shadows. Another flash, this time closer. The faint silhouette of a man in a hooded coat, camera raised. Mara, stay behind me. She clutches my jacket, her voice shaking. It's him. The flash goes off again, and the figure disappears into the night. I chase after the light, my boots slamming against the wet floor, but the rain swallows everything. Only the echo of my own breathing remains. When I turn back, Mara standing still, staring at the doorway like she'd seen a ghost. Who was that? I ask. Her lips part, but no sound comes out. The thunder rolls again. She finally whispers, the man who ruined everything. Asterisk rain hits my face as I run. My shoes slap against the flooded street, chasing the flicker of that camera flash through the alley. The figure turns a corner, but I catch the glint of metal in his hand. Stop. I shout. He slows, then turns. The streetlight flickers overhead, revealing a face I never expected. Landon. He smirks, camera hanging from his hand like a weapon. You run fast for someone innocent. My chest tightens. What are you doing here? Investigating, he says. His tone drips with sarcasm. Or maybe cleaning up the mess I made years ago. Stare at the lens. You took the photos, didn't you? He laughs quietly. You finally figured it out. You destroyed her life. I say she destroyed mine first. His jaw clenches. You don't remember, do you? You took her from me. The air feels colder. Mara was never yours. She was until you showed up with that camera, playing the quiet savior, steps closer. You made her believe she could escape me. Then she did. I feel anger surge through me. So you ruined her name? You leaked those pictures and used my signature. He raises the camera. Every headline, every whisper, that was me. I pull my phone out, voice low. Say it again? What? Say it? On record. He tilts his head. You really think that matters now? You're a cop. Liar. And I have proof. He grins. Not for long. Before I can react, he swings the camera hard against the wall. Plastic shatters. The lens cracks. Stop. I grab his arm, but he shoves me back into the rain-soaked bricks. My ribs burn as I hit the wall. Mara's voice cuts through the storm. Landon, stop. He freezes. She's standing a few feet away, her hair plastered to her face, her eyes wild. Mara, he says softly. You shouldn't see this. She shakes her head. I trusted you. You said you'd protect me. I did, he snaps. Until you ran off with him. I never ran. You scared me, she whispers. You followed me? You watched me. His expression twists. I loved you. Oh, I say quietly. You controlled her. He looks at me like a man cornered. You think you're the hero here? You forgot her once. You'll hurt her again? Mara moves between us. Put the gun down. I freeze. Gun. Landon's shaking hand rises, a pistol gleaming in the rain. You both took everything from me. Landon, I say, voice low. Don't do this. He laughs bitterly. You don't get to tell me what to do? Step forward slowly. If you ever loved her, don't make her watch this. His finger tightens on the trigger. Mara screams. I grab her and pull her down. The gun fires. The sound splits the air, echoing against the concrete. For a moment, everything is still. I feel her shaking in my arms. Rain falls harder. She whispers, voice trembling. Noah, you're bleeding. My vision blurs, and the last thing I see is Landon's face twisted in shock before everything fades to black. The rain won't stop. It pounds against the concrete, mixing with the red pooling around Landon's body. My vision flickers between his face and the gun still clutched in his hand. Mara, I breathe. Call for help. She's frozen, shaking, eyes wide with terror. He's still breathing. I say, pressing my palm against Landon's shoulder. Mara, now. Her voice breaks. I didn't mean for this. I never wanted anyone to die. The wail of sirens cuts through the downpour. Blue and red lights flash at the end of the alley. My heart feels like it's cracking open inside my chest. Evelyn bursts into view, coat soaked, hair plastered to her face. I called them. I followed you both. Shh. Drops beside me, eyes darting between the gun and Landon. Is he alive? Barely. She exhales hard, relief trembling in her breath. Then she looks at Mara. It's over. They have his confession on your phone, Noah. You're free. I want to feel relief, but all I feel is numb. Mara steps back, her hands over her ears as the sirens grow louder. Free? No one's free? Not after this. The police swarm around us, voices sharp and distant. One officer drags Landon onto a stretcher. Another reads Mara her rights. She looks small under the flashing lights. Wait, I say, pushing through the chaos. She didn't do anything. She was scared. An officer stops me. Sir, please step back, Mara. She turns slowly, her lips trembling. Noah, stop. Let them take me. I shake my head. You didn't shoot him. Her eyes glisten. No, but I broke you before this ever happened. I reach for her hand, but she doesn't take it. Mara, I don't understand, you will? Da-da-da-da. She glances toward Evelyn. Tell him. Evelyn hesitates, then whispers, You were in the car that crashed years ago? The one that ended her career. My body goes still. What? You were driving, Evelyn says quietly. You hit the guardrail. She shielded you from the impact. My head throbs, flashes of light and sound flooding back. The scream, the shatter of glass, the taste of blood. I stagger back, dizzy. No, that can't be true. Mara steps closer, her voice barely audible. You forgot everything. The pain, the promises, the love. Maybe that was your mercy. Tears mix with the rain on her cheeks. I kept trying to make you remember, but maybe forgetting saved you. Two officers grip her arms gently. Mara, please, I say, don't go. She meets my eyes with a faint, broken smile. You saved me once, Noah. Maybe this time I saved you. They lead her toward the flashing lights. I stand there in the cold rain, my hands still stained red. My mind spiraling through the pieces of a life I no longer remember. Evelyn rests a hand on my shoulder. She's not your enemy. She never was. I look at her, then at the car being loaded with Mara inside. Through the window, Mara's lips move softly. Maybe forgetting was your mercy. The door shuts. The sirens fade into the storm, and for the first time, I wish I could remember everything. Asterisk, the gallery smells of polished wood and old prints. The soft hum of visitors murmuring blends with the faint scent of rain from the open doors. My hands shake slightly as I adjust the last frame. Each photo bears her face, Mara, laughing, crying, waiting, reaching. Every expression frozen in time. I call the exhibit The Girl I Forgot. Your work is incredible, a voice says behind me. I turn to see a critic examining a large portrait of Mara under the morning light. Thank you, I say, but my mind is elsewhere. Months have passed since the chaos, since the rain, the gun, the sirens. I thought I'd lost her completely. And yet here she is alive in my photographs, alive in my memory. People move past, murmuring, cameras clicking. Each click echoes like a heartbeat in the quiet gallery. I pause at a photograph of her standing under the old studio lights. The rain still glistens in her hair, but now her eyes are calm, almost smiling. My chest tightens. A quiet presence. I look up. She stands at the entrance wearing a simple white dress, hair loose, rain drying into soft waves. She moves without a sound. Mara, her eyes meet mine. Everything freezes. No crowd, no critics, no storm. Just us. I didn't want to intrude, she whispers. I just wanted to see what you made of us. It came, I breathe. She smiles faintly. I'm free now. From everything. I swallow hard. And me. You saved me twice, she says. Once from the crash, and once from myself. The words settle over me, warmer than sunlight. More precise than any shutter click. I don't deserve that. Quietly. Maybe you do. She murmurs, stepping closer. Her hand hovers over mine, brushing the air, not touching. The subtle electricity makes my chest ache. I wanted to remember you, I admit, even if the memory was broken. She nods, lips curving in the faintest smile. Now you'll remember me for all the right reasons. I reach toward her, but she steps back, shaking her head gently. It's not about holding on. It's about seeing clearly. Finally, I nod, understanding. The gallery, the photographs, the stormy nights, they were all a bridge to this moment. Closure, redemption. She turns toward the door. The rain has stopped outside. The street glows under lamplight, reflections pooling on the wet asphalt. Goodbye. Noah, she whispers. The door swings shut behind her. Silence, and then faint but clear. A sound I've come to love, the click of a camera. The shutter captures the last trace of her presence. A smile, a shadow, a memory frozen perfectly in time. I lower my camera and exhale. Finally letting the storm inside me settle, the gallery hums quietly around me. People continue to admire the photos, but for me, the exhibition ends not with applause, but with the echo of one final click. And in that moment, I know she is free. And I finally am too.